All right, what's up, Raccoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to be taking a look at the basic attention token, ticker symbol BAT. Now, if you have any requests for a cryptocurrency, altcoin, even stocks, I do stocks as well. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll be happy to chart it up for you, give you some technical analysis, and I'll drop a video on it as soon as I can. All right. First thing we're doing is we're looking at the weekly chart right now. So each candlestick represents a week, and I have some major support and resistance levels on the weekly chart highlighted here. You're going to want to pay attention to, okay? And the first thing you're looking at here is a roughly drawn head and shoulders. All right, so here's our head, here's our left shoulders right here, and it appears we're starting to form what could be a right shoulder if we drop down, all right, and don't find support at 0.628, roughly about 0.63, all right, and we break that support level, we could be heading all the way back down to, zero point 0.5, okay? That would be, the bottom here for this head and shoulders. If you look, we start the rally here, all right, that's where we would come back down to, which is about 0.5, all right? So, it's currently trading at 0.9. We're going to need to get above this resistance level here of 0.98, 0.99 area. All right. Once we get past there, the next major resistance level is going to be 1.07. And it still is possible for us to do this. Okay. This is just one chart pattern here on the weekly chart that we need to be aware of. That could be valid as long if we don't get above this 0.988 level. All right. Right around 0.99. If we don't get above that level, and we don't find support, and then we could be heading all the way back down to 0.62, 0.63 area, and then all the way back down to 0.50 area. All right, now I'm going to show you guys, if we do find some support, here's a bullish pattern that we have. Okay, it's going to be right here. It's going to be an inverse head and shoulders. Boom, there we go. All right. So here's our left shoulder, here's our head, and then here is our right shoulder. Okay, that would be if we pull back and we find support in between, like 0.73, 0.74 up to 0.82. If we find support in that area, let's just say 0.75 to 0.8. All right, that would be where we want to find some support, because if we find support there and bounce and rally up to this area, up to here, up to about $1.07, then that would complete our bullish pattern for an inverse head and shoulders. All right, so that looks pretty good. We have that pattern there. All right, I'm going to get rid of that, and we're going to go look at the daily chart real quick. Okay, let me get out of here, take rid of this drawing, and I'll show you guys just another bullish pattern that it just had, it just completed, which is a reason that I think that we could see a little bit more of this bullishness in the future. Okay, so here's what we had right here. We had our nice W pattern recovery. Okay, we had a nice W-shaped recovery that was, looked pretty good there. And as I showed you guys, we are setting up for the inverse head and shoulders, which is going to be looking like this. Okay, so here's our left shoulder, it's our head, and then that would be our right shoulder. All right, so we already did the W, and we're going to be looking to complete this. And I'm pretty excited for it. Okay, I think that there's still some steam left in the market, but for right now, we are facing some resistance, and that's going to be the main level that people are going to be taking profits at, is 0.98. All right, that's where you can see people to take profits, and where you'll see it start to trim down. And once we consolidate in this area and we're able to find some support and some demand, some buyers step in the market, that's when we'll be able to break that resistance level and head up to $1.07. That is my short-term price prediction for the bullish case, is going to be $1.07, because that would be the completion of our inverse head and shoulders pattern. And, that's also a major resistance level. And once we hit there, then we can reevaluate and see, what the price is going to do, how everything is looking. There is some nice bullish divergence on the RSI. Essentially, that's when you have higher highs. So we have a high here, we have a higher high here, higher high here, higher high here. But if we look at the token price, we have a high here, lower high, lower high, lower high. And then here it's a higher high short term, but still, even then, it's a much lower high. All right. So, you have a little bit of some bullish divergence on the RSI. But we're just facing this really strong resistance level right now. And as soon as we see some buyers step in, hopefully we see them step in right in here and in between that 0.75 and 0.8 level that I was mentioning, because that will give us the setup for the inverse head and shoulders, and a good point for us to rally and recover back up to $1.07. All right, so that's my little analysis for the basic attention token, BAT. This one is really good. If you haven't already, I would definitely research this crypto and learn a little bit about it. It's a really interesting concept, and I like it a lot.